That's not my decision, but I'm fighting the hard fight too, a lot of the behind the scenes stuff to see if what can be done, because I'm just as outraged as you guys are.
All new at 11, that's the principal at Stoneman Douglas High School on video blasting the Broward County School Superintendent for reassigning 4 of his administrators. That decision leading to a walkout and then a sit-in at the high school today.
Principal Ty Thompson clearly frustrated and blindsided by this decision. So he's calling out the district's leadership and encouraging his students to do the same. CBS 4's Carrie Cott is live for us in Sunrise, where Superintendent Robert Runcie answered some pretty tough questions tonight. Carrie?
That's right, Elliot and Diane. We did get a chance to ask Superintendent Robert Runcie about this. We also spoke to Max Schachter, a member of the MSD Commission whose son Alex was murdered at the school. It's the first time we've heard anything from Principal Ty Thompson about the reassignments. It's video that we obtained of him speaking to students on campus today. A large group of Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School teachers protested on Tuesday.
What do we want? What do we want now?
As a handful of students walked out of classes. They were showing their displeasure with the Broward School District's decision to reassign 3 assistant principals and the school's security specialist as part of the investigation into last February's mass shooting. CBS 4 News obtained this video showing the school's principal, Ty Thompson, addressing the reassignments. The video shows Thompson speaking to a group of students Tuesday, some of whom appeared to be recording him.
I'm fighting the hard fight too, a lot of the behind the scenes stuff to see if what can be done, because I'm just as outraged as you guys are.
Thompson told the students that not only was he outraged at the decision by Superintendent Robert Runcie, but he gave his listeners instructions on making their voices heard, even acknowledging his possible role in any effort to get the disciplined administrators back on campus.
You got to reach out to these people, the superintendent and the school board, because they're the ones that can reverse this. And once I can get a little more strategic of what we may be able to do, I'll be happy to get that out to you. Probably will not come directly from me, but it will come out as to what we need to maybe kind of do to help with this result.
The commission found numerous safety and security issues at MSD, like unlocked and unguarded gates, prior warnings about confessed school shooter Nicholas Cruz that were apparently ignored, and no one calling a code red for more than 3 minutes after the shooting began. In the video, Thompson spoke briefly about the fallout from the shooting.
There's a lot of blame to go around, let's just put it that way, for all different kinds of things. And we feel here at the school that, you know, we did what we needed to do on that particular day.
On Tuesday night, following a school safety forum, we asked Superintendent Robert Runcie about Thompson's comments, particularly about being outraged by the reassignments. Is that surprising?
No, it's not surprising, I guess.
Runcie said he would not comment further. We show the video of Thompson to Max Schachter, whose son Alex was murdered in the school shooting.
It's just inconceivable for him to sit here and tell us that they did everything right. 17 people died on his watch. Now, I know he was on vacation, he wasn't there, but it's his staff that was trained and his administration. So how can he say that they did everything right?
In the video, Thompson admitted not watching all of the MSD Commission meetings. Schachter is a member of the commission. He said if Thompson had watched the meetings, he would have learned of systemic safety failures at the school.
How can he not watch the testimony? You would think the leader of that school would want to know everything that happened at that school on that day that led to the deaths of 17 people.
Now, Max Schachter did tell me that he is pleased that the district is beginning to hold people accountable for the shooting on the campus that day. He did not want to weigh in, however, on whether he felt Ty Thompson should be reassigned. Superintendent Robert Runcie was asked that question directly a couple of times about Thompson. He only said that the district continues to review information from the Stoneman Douglas Commission and that they're expecting to get additional information later this week. Live in Sunrise, Carrie Cott, CBS 4 News Tonight.